What are officials saying? Because it sounds like Robin and Robert Westman, obviously two names, but one shooter using both of them, right?
Right, Jackie. This is a big update at the top of the hour. Our justice correspondent, David Spun, telling us that he's learned from his sources the identity of this shooter, a person who possibly goes by two names, Robert Westman or Robin Westman. And as Sandra mentioned, we'll have to see how city officials identify this person later on as we expect to get more updates and news conferences. Minneapolis police last said about 2 hours ago that they were searching Westman's vehicle left behind in a nearby parking lot. Police believe the gunman fired from a rifle, shotgun, and a pistol, injuring more than a dozen and killing two children, ages 8 and 10. In the hours ahead, investigators will try to answer what, if any, connection the shooter had to Annunciation Catholic School. Here's what investigators have said so far.
Does not have an extensive known criminal history, and we are looking through information left behind to try and determine some type of motive. The question was, do we know if the shooter was a former school employee or a former student? We don't have that information.
This tragedy happened during a mass that was supposed to be celebrating the first week back at Annunciation Catholic School. In addition to the deaths, 17 other people were injured, 14 of whom are children. Minnesota Children's released a statement moments ago saying it received 7 pediatric patients. And some good news of this, one of those patients has been discharged. Another hospital system, Hennepin Healthcare, received the bulk of these victims. Earlier, they said its doctors successfully treated 11 patients. They just updated that total to 10 patients. And a spokesperson earlier today described the injuries his team had to treat.
I can't get into specifics, but we are dealing with gunshot wound injuries from apparently a high-velocity weapon. And, gunshot wounds can be very problematic because they can involve multiple body systems.
And as we closely follow updates with this tragedy, local outlets there on the ground are speaking with people who witnessed this up close. The Star Tribune said it spoke to a parent who has a 5th and 8th grader at the school. The outlet reports the parent saying, quote, "Both my kids have blood on them. It's just horrific, so cowardly. This person knew this was our first all-school mass of the year. It was obviously planned. This is the children's mass, not an advertised mass for the public," end quote. So we'll also be looking to see